everyone. Here we are, outside of the gates of hell. We have a special guest here with us today. Please welcome Dante.
Hello, Ellen.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I'm just fine, thank you very much. So, Dante, please tell us about your trip.
Well, Ellen, it was very interesting. I learned a lot about hell and what it's like after death, but I also learned a lot about myself as well.
That's very interesting. What would you say was the most memorable part for you?
The ending, when I was finally able to get out.
Ha ha ha! That's hysterical. You barely made it out alive, eh? But seriously, tell me, Dante, what made you want to make this journey?
Well, Ellen, I really wanted to learn more about myself, but I really wanted to learn more about the underworld and what it entails for its future members. That is why I wrote my book, for everyone to be prepared.
Ah, yes. Dante's Inferno, your story about the incredible journey you took, and basically a map of the underworld. That's incredibly impressive. Let me ask you this. Do you ever regret taking this trip?
Honestly, Ellen, sometimes I do regret the trip. The things I saw throughout every structure of hell and the amount of sadness and torment that happens there is just all very scarring and really does not leave one's mind after it is entered. But that being said, the journey was the most eye-opening experience I've ever been through.
Wow, that's very powerful. Could you talk us through the structure of hell?
Yes, definitely. I go into more detail about the structure in my book, but for now, I can give you the basic knowledge. There are really 3 sections: upper hell, lower hell, and center hell. Each section is divided categorically based on your sin you committed. And there is this concept of contrapasso, which basically means that whatever your sin was you continually did on earth ended up being your punishment in hell. For instance, upper hell consists of the sinners who really did not bring harm to anyone but himself or herself, but struggled to know God. Their punishment, which was their sin, is an eternity of not knowing God and just complete boredom. Lower hell is reserved for the intellectual sins, rather than sins of passion. This consisted of heretics and violent criminals, and various frauds. Finally, the center of hell is left for those who betrayed their friends, family, country, and or proper lords. This is honestly the worst place you could be. So as you can see, there are many different parts of hell, and many different sins and punishments to go along with them.
Oh my, wow, that is so much. I didn't realize hell was that big. I just figured that, when I died, boom! That was it. Darkness forever. But boy, was I wrong. Well, we're going to take a quick break and then come back for a few more questions to wrap things up. Please enjoy this commercial brought to you by our Turkish producers.
Yürüyüşlere gitmek ister misiniz? Hiç yürüyüşler kendinizi kaybolmuş ve süre yalnız buluyor musunuz? Sonra sizin için bir ürün var. Kendinize bir köpek alın. Bir ihtiyacınız olduğunda bu köpek büyük bir dinleyici ve dostudur. Buna ek olarak, köpek ev almak için tam olarak nasıl bilir? İşte nasıl çalışır? İlk olarak.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Once again, I am Ellen DeGeneres. I was just asking Dante for more details about hell, and he was explaining about the layers a little more. So, which layer did you say was maybe the most shocking or most personal to you?
Well, I'd have to say the most shocking layer would have to be the last. This is where we find Satan, but not the creepy-looking Satan you pictured as a kid with the little long tail and little horns. No, no, no. Satan has 3 giant heads, and in the mouths of each head are 3 of the biggest traitors known to man: Brutus, Cassius, and Judas Iscariot. All 3 are considered the biggest traitors. Cassius and Brutus were 2 of Julius Caesar's, the ruler, best friends, who both betrayed him by killing him. Judas was a disciple of Christ while he was here on earth, but turned Jesus into the Romans for a small amount of money. Each 3, being on separate heads, kind of make a mockery of the Holy Trinity. This is why this particular section hit home. Coming from a Roman Catholic background, the Holy Trinity is very dear to my heart. So when I see this horrid mockery that was created, my heart just sank to my feet.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so how exactly did you make it through hell? Were you by yourself or was someone with you? I think the audience would like to know.
No. Wow. PTL? Praise the Lord. I was not by myself. I actually had a man named Virgil who walked me through the entire journey.
Woo! Well, oh, thank heavens you did not have to go through that alone.
Ellen.
Well, Dante, I have one last question for you, and that is, do you recommend taking this journey to your readers?
Honestly, Ellen, if you are someone who is struggling in life and does not know where you will end up, yes. Seeing hell and how horrifying it really is makes you rethink your life and how you've been living it. I am now doing the best I can to live my life for God and to be a good Christian.
That's so inspiring. Well, Dante, thank you so much for being here right after your trip to come talk with us about your experience. We have enjoyed having you here today.
No, thank you, Ellen. This was great to get to do right after my return, and I can't thank you enough for having me on the show.
Well, thank you. It was nice having you. Best of luck to you and your family. All right, audience, that's all we have here today. But look under your seats. You are all going home with a copy of Dante's Inferno! Again, thank you for being with us today, Dante, as he is going home right now. And have a great rest of your day, everyone.